understand? For a couple of days I've been asking myself, what's the best comeback video of all time? So I asked ChatGPT. That didn't work out. So I decided to keep it simple. Talk about my high school journey. Funny enough, when I started YouTube 5.5 years ago, I started high school thinking that maybe I would make a fortune. Eventually, what I realized is that I found something that I love to do and enjoy. In grade 7 to 8 was probably the times when I post most of my YouTube videos. I was home most of the time, so I was making a lot of content, trying to be consistent, trying to develop the craft. During that time, I was probably not the best time manager in terms of where assignments and schoolwork were concerned. I want to take this moment to thank our sponsor of this video. I'm joking. Like the video and subscribe. Moving on. Grade 10 got real. Being around my classmates during that time, I think it helped me to look within myself to actually want to do more. I had 2 years, like basically a year and a half left in high school. During this time I was playing basketball, I was doing all that I could to remain active. During this time we were doing a lot of SBAs, school-based assessment. In about February of 2024, my phone was stolen. I was without a phone for 6 months. I don't think I was addicted to my phone, but leading up to end of year exams of grade 10 that year, it made me less efficient in terms of the rate I'd want to look over information and stuff like that. It made me more productive, particularly because when I'm at home and I use my computer, it made me use that time wisely. June 2024. I remember sitting in my technical drawing exam and I had my flash drive. This flash drive was the world to me. I had majority of my files that I used to edit on, like footage, files, I stored on that flash drive. I studied a lot and I think I might have been too confident. I went into the exam and looked on the paper. Apparently, there were instructions on the paper that literally told us exactly what the parts were supposed to be assembled to. What goes onto what goes on top of whatever. All that information was on the paper. So whatever I practiced, I did the same thing in the examination. I did not read the instructions and I misinterpreted the question. When I looked on the paper, being that 2 minutes were left in the examination, I saw this paragraph of instructions. Like my confidence went from here to here real quick. I don't know what happened to me. I came out of this exam with this anger. I had my flash drive still in the laptop. Me not realizing that the flash drive is still in the laptop, I closed the laptop and I just dropped it in my bag. When I went downstairs to take the laptop out of the bag and I looked at my flash drive, I still have the flash drive to this day. When I looked at the flash drive was like an I to a L. And I remember this date to this day. On July 4, 2024, during this time, Beryl had struck Jamaica.
We begin with Hurricane Beryl. It has hit Jamaica with winds recorded of nearly 150 miles an hour.
I had no phone, my laptop was dead, there was no electricity, no service. All I had, my thoughts and my body. I took a black hardcover book and I wrote my name on it. The book had name, it had subject, and it had teacher. On name, I wrote King Camu. On subject, I wrote journey to success. On where it said teacher, I wrote the word life. Life is my teacher. I decided that I was going to write a plan and I was not going to waste my summer and go back to school September of 2024 and be the same person that I was. During that time, I was traveling to the United States. I think it was probably the last 2 weeks or a week of summer is when I really stopped and I reached a point where I could literally do nothing else until I went back to school. I did everything I could. Every single day was scheduled, and that's when I learned, how to really manage my time as best as I could. And until I went to grade 11, I really had the time of my life. The process for me was really eye-opening, and I think that what anyone can take from this is that whatever it is that you want to do, just do it, and do it to the best of your ability. And we might think that it's the end of the world. Then is the time we should really look into ourselves and really ask ourselves, is anything worth having really easy to attain? See you in the next one. Hasta luego.
From dusk till dawn, I turn my speakers on. Why they wanna play with the king? I told them meet LeBron.